There is no credible or research-backed reports indicating that some 100,000 Malaysians will lose their jobs if COVID-19 continues until the end of the year, Bernama reports. National Occupational Safety and Health Chairman Alice Lau Kieng Yang says there is no issue of job loss as Malaysia was prepared and able to manage and control the spread of the COVID-19 infection. She was commenting on reports citing the Malaysian Employers Federation as predicting that the COVID-19 epidemic would spiral out of control. Human Resources Ministry Deputy Sekjen Maniam Arumugam echoed what Lau said, adding that MEF's soothsaying was not backed up by any statistics and nobody so far has reported any job losses. Lau adds that it is up to employers to provide employees with accurate information about COVID-19 so that they do not panic. Pharmaniaga Bhd for its fourth quarter, reporting a net loss of 178.6 million compared with a net profit of 4.4 million the year before. This was despite revenue improving 20% to 715.7 million ringgit. Earnings were hurt by the group having to recognise the remaining 247 million in amortised costs related to the pharmacy information system developed and managed by the Ministry of Health. To recap, MOH announced late last year that it was ending Pharmaniaga's concession in favour of an open tender system, extending it by only another 25 months in order to avoid supply disruption. As a result, Pharmaniaga was forced to adjust its books and fully recognise the PHIS-related costs during the fourth quarter. Now, helping matters was the provision for a stock write-off on the voluntary ranitidine recall of 9 million ringgit. The 4Q loss tainted Pharmaniaga's full-year numbers, with the group reporting a net loss of 149.2 million, even as revenue grew 18.5% to 2.82 billion as overall business improved. In a statement, outgoing MD Datuk Farshila Emran says, despite the short-term pain, the group feels that its outlook remains positive as it works to improve its operational efficiencies on a clean slate. Maxis' fourth quarter net profit grew 33.5% to 355 million, driven by strong postpaid growth as both consumer and enterprise subscriptions ticked up. Revenue for the quarter grew 5.9% to 2.59 billion from 2.45 billion previously for the year before. The telco declared a fourth interim dividend of 5 cents per share, which brings the annual dividend to 20 cents per share. However, for the full FY19, net profit actually fell 14.7% to 1.52 billion, even as revenue grew 1.3% to 9.3 billion ringgit. In a statement, CEO Gerhan Ut said that in FY19, Maxis expanded its enterprise team and built partnerships to deliver more value to businesses. Going forward, Ut said 5G remains a focus for the telco and Maxis is ready to deploy as soon as the spectrum is available. Top Glove Corp subsidiary TG Excellence is set to raise 1.3 billion ringgit from its perpetual sukuk issuance to pare down borrowings, capital expenditure, working capital and general corporate purposes. In a statement, Top Glove said the initial yield on the perpetual sukuk was priced at 3.95% per annum. The glove maker says this represents the lowest ever yield achieved for a corporate perpetual transaction in the Malaysian markets. Executive Chairman Tan Sri Lim Wee Chai said the final pricing, as well as the very strong order book exceeding 7 billion ringgit, reflects the confidence the investors have in Top Glove and the current favourable market conditions. The perpetual sukuk is scheduled to be issued February 27th. CIMB Investment Bank and Hong Leong Investment Bank are the joint principal advisors for the perpetual sukuk. New main market entrant InNature topped Bursa Malaysia's most actively traded on its debut trading day, closing 2.34% up at 65.5 cents with 143.7 million shares changing hands. The counter had opened at 72 cents versus its IPO price of 64 cents. In early morning trade, the stock rose as much as 15.6% to 74 cents before profit-taking cooled its gains a little. Beauty retailer InNature is best known as the franchise franchisee of The Body Shop, which sells toiletries with an ethical slant. At the listing ceremony, MD Datin Mina Cheah-Foong says that although it is too early to gauge the impact of COVID-19 on business, she says the business has faced epidemics before. Rakuten Trade Research has pegged InNature with a buy call with a target price of 81 sen on the back of its new business strategy to drive growth. Rakuten says Body Shop is well positioned in the masstige market, serving mass market with affordable premium products supported by a loyal customer base.